Welcome to this video on understanding research frameworks. This first part of a two-part video begins by explaining the conceptual framework, and the explanation of the theoretical framework is in another video. Whether you are designing a conceptual framework or theoretical framework, the process will take you through a developmental and experiential research journey. It is a journey towards theoretical know-how and know-what of your research. Therefore, it is worthwhile to make a careful planning and preparation before you start. This journey often becomes personal to new researchers. A research framework is also known as an analytical framework. The concepts in a conceptual framework is abstract in nature, but the concepts in a theoretical framework are more concrete. A conceptual framework serves as an essential role in an inductive research design, while theoretical framework serves similar role in a deductive research design. It starts with reviewing the literature, asking basic research questions, followed by defining and justifying relationships, and proposing potential links between emerging factors or variables. Let's continue with a few definitions of the conceptual framework. At its most basic level, a conceptual framework is a less developed form of a theory consisting of statements that link abstract concepts to empirical data. The network of interlinked concepts together provides a comprehensive understanding of a phenomenon or phenomena. A conceptual framework also refers to an argument that the concepts chosen for investigation and any anticipated relationships among them will be appropriate and useful given the research problem under investigation. The conceptual framework may also be viewed as both a process and a framework that helps direct and ground researchers to conduct a study. It presents an argument about why the topic of a study matters and why the methods proposed to study it are appropriate and rigorous. Concluding from the definitions just given, a conceptual framework can be characterized as a motivation for selecting concepts and linking them to a research problem. A set of concepts and aspects of theories that assist in establishing coherence in a research. Less developed than theories. It gives direction to research just as the theoretical framework does. A diagrammatic representation of concepts and their relationship in a specific research context, and links abstract concepts to empirical data. These characteristics partly show the differences between a conceptual framework and a theoretical framework. Basically, the conceptual framework is an aspect that is drawn from the theoretical framework and becomes the basis for a research problem. There may be many theories related to a construct, but the researcher may be interested in testing some aspects of the theories or theory, and this becomes the conceptual framework of the new study. A conceptual framework is best depicted diagrammatically. A diagrammatic depiction of concepts is variously known as concept maps, integrative diagrams, systems of Venn diagrams, and conceptual modeling. As graphic tools, a concept map is a schematic device for representing a set of concept meanings embedded in a framework of propositions. Concept mapping links, differentiates, and relates concepts to one another. The most general concept is placed at the beginning of the map. Specific concepts that relate to the general concept are then identified and linked to each other and to concepts at subsequent levels. The general concepts at the top form an impactful conceptual framework for the inquiry or a map of the literature demarcating the boundaries of the study. A conceptual framework clarifies, explains, and justifies methodological decisions. In comparison to a theoretical framework, it may evolve as the research progresses. A conceptual framework does the following: provides coherence for research, provides a scheme for selecting and prioritizing variables that are of interest to the researcher, introduces explicitness to research processes, enables readers to be clear about what the research seeks to accomplish and how it will be accomplished, demonstrates coherence between empirical observations and conceptual conclusions, and offers a self-review facility to ensure cohesion and appropriate conceptualization for research conclusions. As can be seen in this schematic diagram, a conceptual framework is made up of tentative concepts and several ideas developed from initial understanding of abstract concept to explaining the research context and posing relevant questions that can guide the conceptualization of research that leads to a unified, holistic understanding of the phenomenon under study. Thank you for watching this video on the introduction to conceptual framework. If you find this video helpful in supporting your research journey, please share and subscribe so that more of similar videos can be created.